people will comment, why would you put these on people's eye? Like just being rude and ignorant. So I always people who are really interested in learning and not the trolls. Okay? I will be checking periodically the comments. Please feel free to drop questions, comments, and concerns throughout the session. Take advantage of the Lash and Live, guys. You're going to have the client look directly up. These are our super thick microfoam pads. They will be available on jazzlash.com very soon. Make sure you guys are signed up for our alerts. Have the vision straight up for the client. And I like to come directly in and set the lash pad down just like that. Same thing, opposite eye. These pads do get very sticky and tacky, so sometimes it works better if you just kind of confidently come in and set it down just like that. Vision straight up. I'm very anal about anything being on the client's eye, anything being in the client's eye, like little eye debris, any of that. Like, I need to get it out. You just don't want your glue sticking on anything but the lash. I could leave it there if I wanted to, but I like to be extra secure when it comes to that bottom lash line. You do not want no lashes sticking straight up, anything along that rim. Super close to the bottom lash line, but not in the waterline, of course, guys. Major, major, major key. We don't want no super, super, super red eyes once we finish. Perfect. Go ahead and close. When you're brushing out, of course, firm, but back up if you feel the client kind of getting shaky or pulling back. That could mean that one of the lashes are hurting or bothering the client. Now, before I start, guys, I'm going to go in with my mirror. And I like to just check what actually needs to be filled first. Any spikes missing, things of that nature. When you're doing wispy lash sets, you almost always need to map it out. If it's just a basic cat eye or a basic mega volume, I can see you being like, I don't really need to map it out. But when you're doing those wispy sets, especially when it's for content purposes, you want to make sure it's flawless, okay? And the only way you can do that is if you go ahead and map out. So I just take a really large mirror directly in front of the client, and I just go and map out exactly where I'm seeing those spikes, exactly where the spikes need to be at first. And then I'll come back through and kind of map out the volume. And what this is going to do, guys, is just make sure your work is symmetrical. You want to make sure the work is symmetrical. We do not want spikes all throughout, and we don't want them randomly placed, okay? So the spikes are 17 mm, and I did 14, 13 on the base. I'm going to start out with just one drop of our Jazz Lash Quickie Glue. You guys know this is the best eyelash extension adhesive on the block. Shop jazzlash.com. Ship same day on all of our supplies. And you're only going to need one drop, okay? I like to use one drop throughout the entire time. You don't need to switch your glue unless you see maybe like it becoming very gray and like extremely tacky. When you dip your tab in, when you dip your glue dot in, I'll show you how deep, and I'll also show you guys what the color should look like. So, of course, it should be nice and jet black coming out. And that's what you want it to look like. A nice amount. You don't want to overload your glue ring, but you do want to have a nice amount. And I'm very particular about like the glue ring and the glue because those are small things that can affect your retention. If you guys don't know, my name is Jasmine Nakea. I own and operate Jazz Lash. I've been lashing a little over 10 years. A licensed cosmetologist for 13 years. So you guys are in for a treat today. And that real lash tea, okay? Let's see and make sure we don't have any lashes kind of hanging on for dear life. This is just going to help with the process in general. If a client's lashes are unruly, sometimes I'll do this at the very beginning. And then sometimes I'll go throughout while I'm lashing. Just depends on the client, I'm not going to lie. Depends on how their lashes move and things of that nature. So I'm just kind of going through and seeing what I got to work with here. And it definitely shouldn't be any lashes hanging because it wasn't too long ago that I did my client's lashes. But you still just want to check, you know, sometimes the oils, a shower, sauna, workout, anything of that nature can kind of affect the base. So you just want to make sure that it's not. That one popped right off for me. Let me just put this in here so that way my hand isn't touching it consistently. What'd you guys do this weekend?
Oh, girl, nothing at all.
Really?
Why not? I actually went picnicking, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was nice. I did it myself, though.
Nice.
Yeah. Swiss Valley.
I feel like I've been there once before.
It's really nice. It's like a little campground area. But I think for my birthday, I want to go to the beach and just cook out.
Nice.
Yeah. Something to like, and dress up, obviously. Take pretty pictures.
Yes, I'm going to the Bahamas for my birthday.
I know, girl. I'm jealous. Jesus.
I've never been.
Take a shot.
I've never been, okay? I don't know what to expect, darling. I'm hearing it's like Jamaica.
I haven't been there, so I don't know.
Jamaica's
Miami.
Nice. I heard Miami's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We got some likes on there, and then it's saying reconnection, but it is on here. Okay, so we should be good. Perfect. Okay, we got everything situated. She said she is so pretty. Thank you, babe. My clients do be pretty or whatever.
Thank you.
Perfect. So you guys know how to lay a spike. No SpongeBob spikes. You want to make sure that base is skinty, just like you would make it if it were a fan. Just like it would if it were a fan. Just like that. Do you guys have lash clients today? What's up? Talk to me. Any lash techs in the live? Lashing ain't dead. Okay, I just tweeted that not too long ago because people like, lashing dead, lashing dead. Girl, do not let those people lie to you. Lashing is not dead, okay? It's dead if you don't take those steps in your career, but there are a whole bunch of people still making lots of money in lash extensions, lash extension training, and lash extension supplies. You guys know things go in and out of trend all the time. That don't mean you quit your business, okay? That don't mean you stop what you're doing because the internet is telling you that it's dead. That's just not accurate. Of course, you can't really, sometimes get around the economy. It is what it is. But definitely don't be walking around feeling like you can't make any money in your lash business because TikTok told you that. It takes me no time to lay these spikes, guys. I move pretty fast. You guys know I work back and forth on both eyes at the same time throughout the service, ensuring that 0.5 dry time is locked and loaded before I move the lash extension or before I move the tweezer to go to the next lash extension. I'm super excited about the outcome of this look. It's going to be a little different than what I typically do.
Me too. Oh, my God.
You excited? What did your man say about your lashes?
Girl, he loved them.
He's like, oh, you looking good, girlfriend.
Yes.
Period.
I'm like, you already know. She did her thing. She ate it up, baby.
Did you tell him I used to work under y'all?
I was like, you know who did it? The one who used to live right underneath the shop. He was like, for real? I was like,
Small world.
Okay. Because I showed Tom, like, yeah, you know, she left. She left for a little bit.
I definitely
thought she was going to come back.
Girl, I'm actually going to Vegas this weekend.
I know that's right.
For a client. I have a client there
Mm.
who wants me to do her wedding in October, and she also wants a trial.
Oh, yes, honey.
And I don't want to wait until my birthday because that's just doing too much. So I'm going to go now. So I will be in Vegas this weekend. Shout out to my Vegas Lash Barbs. I'm going to get my laser done also. So I'm excited.
Does it hurt?
Laser? No. Waxing hurts way more than laser.
Really?
Yes. If you can get waxed, you can get lasered any day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 150%. Do you usually wax or what do you do? Just shave?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, girl, I cannot shave.
I mean, not too much, not too frequently, but you know, because it's not really good. But these little strips that I found on TikTok, these little rip-off strips. So.
Oh, like a wax strip?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to go to anybody. Is that kind of weird?
What?
I don't know. They're gonna be all over my little job.
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely evasive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just can't shave. Like to save my life. Like
It is hard. Like you gotta get everywhere.
Yeah, I just can't play like that.
Oh Lord.
I can't play like that with my kitty cat. I can't. I cannot. I just can't. I don't know. Are you wax girls or shave girls in the comments? Talk to me. I don't know. I just can't. Like, I don't know. But I just think it's because once I got lasered, the hair stopped growing a lot. And so now it just seems like, why would I invest my time and money into something that's going to have it growing back?
Right.
I'd rather invest into it gets rid of my dark spots, it stops ingrowns, and it completely kills the hair follicle. So I'd rather do that. Plus, in Vegas, it's not expensive at all. It's only about $100 every time I go, and I get my Brazilian, my legs, and my underarm.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, and like that's how much it costs just to get a wax. So I feel like it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth the investment. It took about 4 times before I noticed the difference of the hair not growing back. So yeah, I really like it. I would actually love to offer laser hair removal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I wouldn't mind having like a full med spa. But you know that's easier said than done.
But you still can do it.
Yeah. The thing is just the crowd. Like,
yeah.
You know, I don't want to ever kind of over like talking about that, but Iowa is so like people just are extremely cheap here.
Understood.
It's not like major cities where a lot of people value the way they look. There's a very small percentage in Iowa of people who value the way they look. Everybody else is super comfortable wearing the same t-shirt from years ago because they don't want to spend any money and they don't want anybody else to think they're too much. And that's a lot of like small town. And that's why I tell you guys all the time moving, like you guys will be like, I want to move to a bigger city. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a lot of opportunities in bigger cities, and I definitely miss living in Vegas. But smaller towns have a nice amount of revenue opportunities if you know how to market to the market, you know. So where I'm at in Iowa is so small that it's really good for people who are just wanting to be able to not do a lot of makeup, because that's what this town is about, right? The less, the better. Like they think here, you know, when you're in bigger cities, it's like the bigger, the better. The more glam you are, the better. Here, it's all about like how natural you can be and how like you can fake like you're just naturally gorgeous. That's like what people want here. And so lash extensions comes in handy because, you know, when you have your lashes done, you're put together. You're put together without having to do a whole lot. And so that is kind of how I market the lash extensions, except my clients who like, I have a few clients who are super dramatic. They have like 20 MMs on their eye. You know, of course, that's not a quote unquote natural look. But I do have a lot of clients who are very natural. And I do have a lot of clients who literally are asking me to do barely anything on their eyes. And I do love doing those looks. Makes me versatile and it keeps me, on my toes. Because that's definitely one thing with the lash extensions. The business, the looks have 150% change, which is good. Which is good. We don't want to just be doing the same look from now until the rest of our life, right? Where are you guys from in the comments? Let me know. I'm going to check the comments in a few. Just going in and perfecting her 17 spikes. It sounds so crazy with no sound. But that's fine, guys. 443 likes, guys. Can we get to 1K? Someone said it feels like fall outside. It just, I like this weather. My birthday in September, so I love like fall weather. That's like my favorite. Like 70 degrees in the daytime, sun is shining. Like, y'all, that's like the best vibe to me personally. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, to me, that feels really, really, really good. I don't like when it's overly, overly, overly hot. I can say that and be like, I used to live in Vegas. I know I'm contradicting myself, but Vegas is a dry heat, so it's not always just like scorching. Sometimes it actually gets very windy. And because there's no humidity, it don't feel sticky. Here in Iowa, like last week, especially since it rained a lot, it was so sticky. Like nasty sticky. You could barely walk outside. You guys know to open those tweezers up. Come in, set that lash down. Give it a little rock back and forth. I love Jazz Lash for 0.5 dry time before you move the tweezers. And y'all see how that glue just locks that lash in. Okay, that's period. This look isn't going to take me that long, guys. Because I've already done a bulk of the work. I always go in and nicely banana peel the lashes so that way I'm not just yanking. I've had 2 clients within the last month tell me they went elsewhere because the lash tech was painful throughout the service. So you guys always want to make sure you're being gentle. Remember, this is your eyeball. This is the client's eyeball. So there's no need to be like overly rough. There's no need to be like yanking and pulling and, just making it kind of like an uncomfortable service throughout. Those really small details are what is going to make the client come back or not come back. Is this a good angle for you guys? And of course, my ISO tweezers are super sharp, so they're really doing the job for me. I'm not having to struggle to isolate. I'm not having to come into the lash line several times. I'm able to literally just go in and let my tweezers do the work. Now that I have a lot of spikes put down, I want to check on them. Sometimes it's overly spiked and you guys are like, what's going on? My volume is disappearing. Like, what do I do? You need to make sure that you're checking periodically. When you're doing wispy sets, mapping is literally the biggest thing, okay? You don't want to overdo the volume. You don't want to overdo your spikes. If you need to stop periodically and check, then do that. If you need a mirror, I've seen those mirrors that hang from your lash lamp, then do that. But what we're not going to do is have the eyes be non-symmetrical or just not be able to execute the look. When I say lashing ain't dead, that's what I mean. People just want to know that you're going to execute the look. It's not necessarily money. You know just as well as I know, if somebody wants something, if you want something, you're going to get the money to do it. Money is not in a lack. Money is not in a lack. When it comes to your business, money is not in a lack. You need to literally brainwash yourself on a consistent basis to believe that statement. When it comes to growing your business, money is not in a lack. There is a whole bunch of people outside willing to spend money. $2 to their name. They're willing to spend money. And if you don't believe me, think of the times you didn't have money and what did you do? Okay, you still was outside spending money. And that's just what it is, okay? So I don't want you guys, sometimes when you're up and coming, you guys talk to me a lot about money. You guys talk to me a lot about growing your business on a limited budget. I'm not really trying to hear it. And you want to know why? Because you still have everything that you want when even having a lack of funds. And so you need to remember that there are a whole bunch of clients out there who are not in a lack of funds and who do want to spend money. Or who have husbands, or who have daddies, or who have, look, it's not your concern, okay? You just need to make sure the cash is getting to you. With that comes being prepared. Okay, be prepared. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Do you have all your supplies? Do you have all your lash techniques? Can you execute a set in under 2.5 hours? Can you do any lash look that a client asks for if they walk in? Classics, hybrid, volume, mega volume, extendo. Are you on social media every single day promoting? None of these things have anything to do with having an abundant amount of money, okay? You can have any amount of dollars and execute every single last thing that I named. So let's make sure we're staying consistent when it comes to our business and our goals. I'm just going through on this left eye and making sure that the spikes are still poking out mainly. Sometimes, y'all, they be trying it, That's another thing, too. Make sure you're trusting the process. I'm trying to talk too loud because last week somebody told me that I was yelling. And I was like, really? Am I? I think sometimes I'm just, like, overly passionate about business and lashes and beauty and all the things. Sometimes I'm overly passionate, y'all. I want to like scream. I'm like, ugh. Okay, guys, I think it's gonna be time for some volume. I am going to actually start more so in this inner corner area. And I have her inner corners very short, just at 8s. And I'm gonna finish that before I move on. I was using like 12 mm on that bottom lash layer for volume. Because the look was very wispy that the client showed me that she was interested in. And so I want her to be able to see that clear definition of spikes versus volume. And I do lash even those baby lashes. Helps a lot. Keep it nice and thick. You just want to make sure you have a nice amount of glue. Not too much, but a nice amount. The one and only Lyric says hi on YouTube. Hi, Lyric. How are you? This week, guys, I will be on live every single day. Make sure you're tapped in. Tomorrow, we'll probably do an evening live because I have evening clients. But I definitely will be here every single day. You guys are following all of the platforms, so you're alerted. Now I'm going to go in and start just doing this bottom lash layer of volume. This is what's going to perfect the wispiness and cause a direct difference between the two lashes. So I always remove my glue ring when I do this step. I'm clumsy. If you're clumsy, feel free to do this as well. But I do not like to even think about possibly dropping no glue on nobody's eye. That's just me. So I always take my glue ring off before I do this step. You're going to come in and you're just going to really go ahead and lift that bottom lash line to get to that bottom lash layer, just like that. I do like to use my sensitive tape when I do this. And you guys see all those little baby lashes right there? We definitely want to be able to lash those. And you can even pull them down if you want to make them super perfect. Be very careful during this step. This is very close to the client's waterline, so anything you can do in this area can trigger the client to start tearing up faster. And you guys know tears work against lash extensions so bad, so I'm just going to go ahead and be super gentle. I'm going to start out with doing these inner corners. And I like to start there because it just makes sense. If your inner corners are hard, get comfortable using that tape to go ahead and switch it up. Sorry, use the tape to secure the eyelid a little differently. Sorry, y'all, I'm like doing 17 things in my head. Really good ISO tweezers is perfect for these inner corner lashes also. I don't even like to put my like eyelash isolation eyelash tweezer on the pad when I'm doing this. I just want to be as gentle as humanly possible. And so if you notice, I won't even come in and set the base of my tweezer already all the way down. I don't know, y'all. I just get so paranoid. I think that's why I don't wax, because I don't like to inflict pain on people. Like, I don't want my service to hurt or for that client to be like, dang, that girl was heavy-handed as hell. Make sure you're not heavy-handed. Make sure your hands don't smell. Make sure when you're relaxing your hand on the client's head, you're not overly rough. All of those things are important. I'm going in with 8mm D curl on these very inner corner lashes. Mainly because the look she showed me was extremely cat eye. So I want to make sure these inner corners are tapered. Again, being super gentle. Said I had an unstable connection. What's wrong with the Wi-Fi? Should I have turned the Wi-Fi off? Because that's what YouTube had told me for a second. YouTube told me a second that the connection was unstable. Was it difficult to get adjusted to your lashes?
You know what? I was just like, okay, so basically, because I usually do strips. This is my first time. I was scared, like, because I sleep wild. And it, like, they don't hurt, but I was like, it kind of like I got punched in the eye. I think it's because it's like my first time, and you know, but I love them. Yeah, I'll be back, forever.
You so silly. Yeah, sometimes I forget I have them on and like get too rough rubbing my eye. Because they're so like comfortable, you forget. A strip you can see and feel.
For real.
But with these, it's like you just forget. Like I just be forgetting sometimes.
Wake up looking good, like y'all.
No, for real. Now I'm going in with 11mm, guys. And I'm going in with 11mm spike right next to those 8mm volumes. That's going to start the flawlessness of a wispy lash. And that's what you want. It's definitely feeling like Money Monday. Well, I can't wait to go to Vegas Saturday.
Not bad.
Girl, I need a break from freaking Dubuque, Iowa.
Okay. My mom been there like 4 times now.
Really?
She wanna go back again.
It's probably gonna be hot. I haven't even checked the weather.
She loves it.
I literally have not even checked the weather.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it usually always is, especially around this time. I wasn't on TikTok all weekend. I did get on a little bit, but what's bothering me about TT is like all the politics talk.
Oh yeah, you gotta go ahead and search some different stuff.
Gotta rechange my algorithm because it's like I don't want to hear this, y'all. Like you don't know what people telling you, and like I just don't want to hear this. Honestly, truly.
Well, stuff be clickbait.
Yeah, that, and I'm honestly having to get off of like all the negative black woman talk. Like I don't know what that is, but I gotta.
You ain't wrong.
I gotta reset my timeline for that too, because I don't know what's going on with folks. Like, it's getting a little crazy. Like, it's like every day is like a new think piece, but it's not really a think piece. It's just like somebody being racist. It's
Right.
weird. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't want to hear this. So I've been just like staying offline. Like TikTok is getting just real negative, and I wanted to tell you guys that to monitor your timeline, monitor like the spirits you're taking in on a daily basis. Cause listening to that a lot, like it's just not good. I don't think a lot of people realize how strong your mind is, and what you're hearing and what you're taking in and how you're feeling, behind those emotions when you're doing that. It's a lot of stuff on the internet that can make you feel shameful or it can make you feel like you're not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely not the vibe you need to be in when you're trying to grow your business. You need to be in a delusion of everything is working out for me. And I don't even want it to sound delusional, quote unquote, because, like, that's just, when you say that word, people are like, oh, so it's make believe.
Right.
It's not necessarily make believe. You just need to understand to run a business, you have to have like a lot of faith in yourself, a lot of faith in your abilities, a lot of faith in your self discipline. And it's like, if you don't even have the faith to do it, you're definitely not going to do it. If when the economy gets rough and you need to do a little bit more, but you're just always on the blogs of like, the economy's bad and Trump's taking this, and like listen to that all day, guys, it's just really not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Get your phone out and like practice your technique and like record yourself. That's what you should be doing if you don't have a client. Maybe working on your branding, maybe working on your marketing, what you're posting. If it's not the technique, then it should for sure be the back end of your business. Did you hit your goals for July? If you didn't hit your goals for July, why didn't you? Is there something that you need? All of those things. I kind of love the first of the month for that reason. It's time to like really evaluate the month prior and be like, dang, 4 weeks have passed by, 7 months have passed by. I said that I had all these New Year's resolutions. Am I really aligning with them? Am I really following through what I said I was going to do? Because when you follow through what you say you're going to do, you start to feel confident. You get your momentum. You get your like aha moment, like I knew I could do it moment. And so, we got to stay disciplined on that. When I talk to y'all, sometimes I'm talking to myself as well. But I did do pretty good on my new little morning routine that I wanted to do. Just I need to get up a little bit earlier. I'm trying to be a little bit earlier of a morning person. I like to have stuff done by noon, not be starting them at noon. Because I have also been giving you guys some food content, which has been taking up a little bit of my time. But I love to cook and I love to eat. So y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. 531 likes. Can we get to 1,000, guys? I would greatly appreciate it. Feel free to come in and show some love. I definitely am looking to follow some Lash Girls back today. I will be on live tonight. Just you guys know, like a face-to-face live like we do a lot. I just have to, when I get done with this client, I'm going to prep some food. But I will be on live tonight so we can kind of get into some lash things. I'm definitely going to be researching some new lash topics. I'm tired of talking about how to get clients. Like, let's switch it up, y'all. Let's really switch it up. So I don't know. I'm going to look at some topics tonight and see what we can talk about. Because I definitely feel like we've tapped out of the how to get lash clients. Now it's time to actually go get the clients, actually attract them to you. So I don't know. Let me know some new lash topics y'all thinking about. And it don't necessarily have to just be lashes. It can just be like the beauty industry in general. I made some tuna. I can't wait to go home and get to it.
That sounds good.
Oh, I love like a little tuna sandwich.
I made lasagna last night.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuff to make spaghetti and meatballs.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I love a good spaghetti and meatball. Ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Always making sure I'm being careful when I'm removing those lashes. Always removing those lashes right at the base. Putting most of my focus on the natural lash. Holding onto the natural lash. Not being overly rough on pulling the false lash. If that makes sense for the banana peel method. And if the lash gives me too much trouble, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I will leave it alone and come back. I kind of have like a 3 strikes and you're out rule. Got it. And those underneath lashes are super, super, super sensitive. So just be careful. I do want that area to stay 17 mm spike. So I'm just going to add a spike there instead of a volume lash. I'm going to make sure I kind of rotate it up so it's not really droopy when I go to take my photos. So I'm going to kind of rotate my hand when I come in and set this lash down. I'm going to come in and I'm going to really do a good job at setting the lash down, but making sure it stays up. And ensure that base is dry before I move my tweezer. Dermatitis? What they talking about? What's going on in there? I don't know what's being said. I don't know. Someone said message retracting. Oh my God, what are y'all saying on YouTube? I'm not gonna lie, and I know I sound like an old lady for real when I'm finna say this, but I never understand like getting on people's pages and talking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you got an anonymous page. Like, what does that do for people? Like, what does that do for folks? Why do people get on people's pages and talk crazy or say stuff that they know better what they would never say in people's faces? That's so strange. That is strange behavior at our big age. It is. Like, stop doing that. Make sure you're trusting the process, guys. I might come, I don't know. Guys, tell me about this angle. Can I play it, babe? I grew up with Drea face. I was reading about Shannon Sharp. I had to get off of that too. What be wrong with them? What be wrong with
He
them?
is crazy.
Girl, what be wrong with them? It's never that serious. Like, never in a million years is it that serious. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and check the front and see what I need and where. Okay, so I want more of some spikes through here. And some spikes through here. And some spikes through here. And then I want a little bit longer of a volume through here. So maybe some 13s. And then, yeah, like I said, some spikes through here. And that's pretty much it. Is that a good angle, guys? Tell me in the comments if you like that angle or if you don't like that angle. It definitely feels good outside.
Mm-hmm.
Today I went to the gym and the lady at the front desk was like, "Hey, did you upload a video about yogurt and granola not too long ago?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my god, I follow you. I love your page." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm at the gym. People recognize me. How funny." Nah, I really was like that because I see that lady every day. And y'all, this is the funny thing about social media. Like, that I love and hate about it. That lady used to be so mean to me. Like, she used to legit, like, just be nagging. Like, if I had my phone out to record, like, anything, she'd be like, "You have to put your phone away. You have to put your phone." Like, she used to just be so mean to me. And so it's funny to me now that she's like, "Oh my god, you're the girl that makes the videos?" Like, girl, you know that because you wouldn't let me make my video that day. Don't you remember? Oh, now you don't remember. Oh, okay. Now you have amnesia. Okay. But of course I was nice because, you know, some people just want to do their job over. But it's so crazy because I was in Houston at the Planet Fitness and they let everybody record in there. So I'm just confused. Y'all didn't say if that was a good angle or not. What's going on? Are y'all fingers working today? What's wrong? What's happening on this Monday? Y'all still sleep or what? Y'all still sleep? Let me know. The lady was like, "I mean, you can't record in here." I don't know. I just hate when people say you can't record in here. That just bothers me.
Not bad.
Especially when it's like a public place.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like, really? Like, I can totally understand if I'm in a sauna, or I can totally understand, like, if I'm in a bathroom. Like, I can understand you being like, okay, no. But, like, if I'm in a public place and I'm not recording anybody but myself, like, why do you care? Like, it's just weird to me. But I know it's not for me to understand, y'all. Everything ain't for me to understand. I'm going in with 13 all through this area, guys. And that's the thing where you're dealing with women of color. Like, you have to make sure your isolation is top tier because you'll come in and you'll find like 4 more lashes. They could be baby lashes, they could be long lashes, but they like are hiding. You know what I mean? They don't stand out as much as other people sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes for sure. Or it could just be the fact that the lashes are up against darker skin. So it's like you have to really actively be looking for them. I'm not really sure which one it is, but when it comes to women of color, I always am like coming back and making sure it's like double locked in, double accurate, because I just feel like it's easier to kind of miss lashes sometimes for whatever reason. Sometimes it's the curliness of the lash. Like the lash is so curly that maybe you didn't spot it. Sometimes the lashes are just fine. So it's like you can't see them. You have to like really look. And then other times the clients just don't have a lot of lashes. So it's like if you use too much glue or your isolation is not on point, you didn't take advantage of every lash that you could be lashing. And that's why sometimes you'll do a set and it don't look as full. You really have to like isolation is really important when it comes to lashing. Obviously all the steps are, but isolation will really make or break your set and it'll make or break your retention. So you really want to make sure you locked in when it comes to that isolation. Your man was working?
Hmm?
Your man was there or he went to work?
Okay, he can work.
Oh, okay. What you be doing all day? I know you be bored.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Girl, nothing with the damn animals at home.
You so silly.
I might walk down to the park by my house and just sit there and read. Do my little word search. Read my little spiritual book.
I love a good spiritual book.
Mm-hmm. I need to get some more.
I have a lot of good spiritual books. Did you see a lot of lashes shed out?
Mm-mm.
Like when you got in the shower or?
Mm-mm.
Answer me about settling down. Going my way. We need to go see Drake. When is he going on concert? I seen Nicki Minaj going off again today. I didn't even load it. I'm like, now, Nicki.
Oh, man.
It's Monday. Like, now, Nicki, like.
She said she gotta say what she gotta say.
Like, it's Monday. Like, what happened? Like, some man named Des Bryant. Know who that is.
Yeah, me either.
Said he's the second highest paid wide receiver in the NFL.
Oh, shoot.
But I guess he ended up getting into it with Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and then Nicki Minaj said something, and then he said something to Nicki Minaj, and then Nicki just spazzed, or I don't know.
Man.
I had to just, I'm like, not this morning, Nicki.
Right. Not today.
Nicki, not today, Nicki. And I'm totally here for Nikki standing up for herself. I am, because like, who else is?
Mm-hmm.
But not today, Nikki. Not today. Today we on some good vibes. We not cursing nobody out today. Like, maybe tomorrow, but not the start of the week. Hey, you guys on my YouTube. I hope all is well. Make sure you guys are liked and subscribed to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. We're also on our TikTok live, which is just _ Jazz Lash. Follow us there as well. Yeah, no worries. I'll let you up. Client has to use the restroom, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and let her do that. Take a quick little water break. Y'all know what I'm obsessed with? Uncrustables. Has anybody had an Uncrustable before, or just me? Them thing, one lash base. This thing is so good. Oh my God. I love an Uncrustable. I'm obsessed. Y'all, please. Perfect. I'm obsessed. I should have bought some in, but I ate right before I got here. I'm going to let the client use the restroom. Asking me about settling down. Going my way. Here you go.
Wait, I can open?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Oh. Hey, keep the fan?
Yeah, just so your eyes don't tear up.
Okay, yes. Woo. Gotta be quick.
Mm-hmm. Asking me about settling. Did I miss anything? Kendricka, thank you for the lash. Do you guys want to see the bottom lash application? Should I stay on for that? Guys, should I stay live for the bottom lash application or just record it for later?